Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Scode, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating 47 years of dishing out fine comedy improv and over 3 years going on to our 4th year coming up of going online and doing virtual improv shows, both short form and long form. So let me introduce the cast today who will be playing our long form game. And you might notice next to their name something, and I'll tell you what all that means. The mystery will come true. There's Brian up there.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Amelia.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Andrew.
Hey, everybody. I'm glad you're here with us.
Andrea.
Hi. Thanks for watching.
Gabriella, her first show with us.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Nick. James.
Welcome, welcome. Let's have fun.
Sergio, his first show with us.
Hi, everyone. So glad to be here.
And Alex.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching.
Okay, why don't you guys go check into the kitchen. This is a new long-form game called the Rehab Center. Now, I am the administrator at the Rehab Center, and this is day 30. I only get them for 30 days, so at the end of tonight's episode here, you'll find out where they're going to be moved. Are they going to go to another rehab center? Are they going to go back to jail? They came from jail. Are they going to go back to their workplace? Some sort of probation area? I'm not sure. That's up to the counselors who will be working with me. Unfortunately, the counselors are not going to be able to be here today. They've been working with them Monday through Friday every week for the last 4 weeks, this being our 4th week. And they get to have weekends where they can play outside and take our trails. We have horseback riding. We have all sorts of exercise things outside. We have a barbecue. We have a jacuzzi. And we have fire pits. Really some nice stuff out there, even a trampoline. However, the bad news today is we got snowed in overnight. 12 inches of snow came starting about 2 in the morning, and it stopped about maybe a couple hours ago. And the bridge is out. Nobody can get in here. We're about 10 miles outside of town where all our counselors are. So they're not going to be able to come on out to help today. We also couldn't get our security guard, our maintenance people, our cleaning people, our cook. None of them can be here because they can't get here. We're kind of out in a remote area to help people stay away from the city and kind of keep them on the premises here. So I'm going to have to act a little bit like their counselor today, even though I'm not trained to be their counselor. But I'm going to kind of interview them each at the beginning so you can kind of meet the different people here in our rehab center. And again, they've been able to interact with each other over the last 30 days as well. So some maybe have created some friendships. It's not just drug and alcohol, it's every kind of rehab. And you'll see as we go through when I talk to everybody. They each have their own little apartment room here, and we all have come out to the kitchen and common areas, which you can see behind me right now is one of our common areas. So let's bring everybody out to the common area, if you could. Okay, so as you can see, these are the 9 people who have been in the rehab center with me. And I want to really congratulate each one of you for making the 30th day here. I know we've had a few run-ins, but most of those were early on. It seems like a lot of you are progressing pretty well. I'm going to kind of talk to you a little bit today. Brian, I know your anger issues were pretty bad. You were a DoorDash driver, and that you'd go to people's house to give them their food, and when they wouldn't tip you at least 25%, you began to have arguments with them and stay there, and sometimes refuse to even give them their food, and sometimes taking their food out and eating it right in front of them, and saying, you can have your food now, but I'm going to eat half of it if you're not going to tip me. So are you kind of getting over some of those feelings?
Kent, I do really think that being here has really enhanced my overall mood. You guys have introduced me to Diet Pepsi, which has infinitely helped maintain my my calm levels, my whatever that my counselor calls them, like serotonin. There's some fancy like medical word for it, and I don't brain something or other. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll try whenever I get out of here. I'll try the old DoorDash thing again, and see what comes with that. I still don't like if people aren't going to tip me, but
yeah. Well, I know the DoorDash, your boss sent you here. He said, he didn't want to outright fire you. He felt a little bit sorry for you because people were tipping like 5 and 10%, and he thought that was pretty bad too. But the yelling and stuff like that, because I know you were with Uber previously, and you did the same thing with some of the people who got in your Uber. You wouldn't let them out. You wouldn't let them out of the car, or you'd drive them to an unspecified location if they didn't give you a big enough tip.
Yeah, I'm banned from the Uber app for now. So hopefully maybe the rehab alleviates that, and we'll be able to get back out on the road.
Okay. And I know you had a couple arguments with some of the people here in the rehab center when you got here. One, Alex, because she was able to take something from you, didn't she? When your watch off you or something like that. Yep.
She sure did. I still have to get that watch back because I'm not leaving here without it. That's for damn sure. James and I, we started off as like rivals. He's all he likes to fight, and I get angry, so I tend to fight sometimes. But I think after the first like 10 days of punching each other, using each other as punching bags, we're pretty close now. So
okay, because I know we do have the punching bags outside that you can play with. I know you were punching each other when you first got here, but now it's kind of calmed down because we don't want you to be doing that stuff. And we'll get to James in a minute. There's one other incident I just want to bring up. Gabriella, told you that she really liked you a lot, and then you found her with Nick. So that set you off on the whole thing, and you started getting real hostile at Nick.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle.
Yep. Yeah. That we still haven't resolved that one. So
okay.
It's day 30. Anything can happen.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Brian. Sounds like you are progressing along well. Let me move over to Amelia. I know you're still holding your rubber duck.
Yes, it's our idol.
I hope that you're not holding it because you still want to go back to that cult.
It's not so much a cult as it is, a way of life surrounding the worship of our all-savior being, the duck.
Right, but you got to be so bad that you were going to toy stores and buying all their ducks. Sometimes
because the duck appreciates being worshipped, so I buy all the idols that I can find to remind the duck of my worship for it.
Well, some of the parents in your neighborhood were complaining that you were also taking ducks out of their yards, their kids' yards, and sometimes even when I know you did some cleaning of some of the houses, you took some of the ducks, the baby ducks, and apparently your whole house, the cult's house, I should say, is built like it's a giant duck.
Well, it's an altar. We have offerings, we have candles, we have our little flower pot because Glitter Duck loves, especially the little pink flowers because she's pink. So, you know what I mean? Offerings to just let the duck know that we appreciate it, Because what are we?
It doesn't sound like you're getting any better. You're talking pretty much the same way when you first came in. And by the way, you took our rubber ducky out of our bathtub too.
I just don't feel like there's very much wrong, like what's, why do I have to rehabilitate, if it's not broke, so to speak, why fix it? I really feel like I'm suffering like anyone else of the human condition.
Your homeowners association said that, they thought you were getting a little whacked out, that some guy moved into the neighborhood and redid the house as a big duck, and then you went down to visit him, and all of a sudden you realized you were in a duck cult, and the homeowners association wants to kick you and everybody out of the neighborhood if they want to abolish that duck house.
They can abolish all the duck houses they want. It's just when the time comes, because it will come, who will the duck choose? Tell me.
Okay.
Who will the duck choose?
Your counselor said you were doing better, but I'll have to talk to them. Okay, thank you. Let's move over to Andrew. So the alcohol and drugs, has ruined a lot of relationships. It started, I know, when you were a teenager at your family's house, and then you didn't ever move out of your family's house. You're almost 30 now. You were living in the basement and drinking all their alcohol that you could find in the house, and then you began to go into your mother's Valiums and some other prescription drugs you could find, and then you went into going out into alleys in your neighborhood and finding cocaine. And I know that you were shaking when you first came in here, and you were looking for our salt shakers.
It's just whatever crystalline substance I could get my hands on, I wanted to snort when I first came in. I've gotten so much better. My counselor, Jeanette, she's been wonderful, and she's really taught me all these ways that I can, take my energy and put them into things that actually help other people, instead of something that might help me for a while, but then it just gets all crazy all the time.
Look, we had to actually have your stomach pumped on day 2 when you came here, when you went out to the lawn and were looking for mushrooms. Those were toadstools. They're poisonous.
I was in a bad place when I came here. I'm not gonna lie, I was in a bad place. I mean, obviously, I'm here, but now it's day 30. I'm totally clean. I'm not looking for drugs or alcohol or anything, mind altering anymore.
Well, you did ask the cleaning lady on day 5 if she had any alcohol-related cleaning products.
Well, as I said, that was early on. It's like now I wouldn't do that. Now I wouldn't ask her if she had like anything with bleach in it, or other types of alcohol. Stuff. I'm totally clean.
Okay, you sound much better. I'm very happy for you. Let me move over to Andrea. Andrea, you were scamming people. You call them on the phone and offer them anything, life insurance policies sometimes. There wasn't, you would sell real estate that didn't exist.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you tell them that if they would give you a small payment, you'll go make a delivery for them, and you take their credit card and then charge it a lot more. And
even sometimes I did. Like sometimes I wanted to meet them like in person, because eventually I'm just a people person. That's what I am.
Well, you sold people cars that weren't even yours.
Yeah. It's I sold like my aunt's car. It was a Mercedes, very very nice, and a couple of friends and my neighbor. Yeah, my roommate's car. Mike's bike. I sold this bike for $1,000. Like, it was this kid, like, from Brooklyn, was
right. And then you scammed some guy in Beverly Hills and took their mansion when the guy was not there. He was in another country, and then had a party there and charged everybody to get into the party, like a rave.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. By the way, I was about to go to the jacuzzi. I had an appointment with Alex.
No, you can't. No.
Why?
No, we can't go outside. We're snowed in. Okay.
No.
And I just want to know, because you were trying to scam a couple people here. You told Sergio if he would go steal something from my office, that you would give him something, and of course, thank God the office was locked. So
I just was worried for you. I just needed, like, if I can get like your phone number and your address. I just wanted to.
How do you have my phone? You're not supposed to have a phone. Is that my phone? You have my phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Can you? Can you just
They need
put
your
that
phone
down?
number, a couple
No
of
one's supposed to have a
information.
phone in here.
All right.
We don't want
Can-
anybody taking videos of anybody. Put the phone down.
Can I
Okay.
get your email address
No,
first?
just put the
Okay.
phone down. I don't want you scamming me. Okay, I'm going to move on. I hope anyone else has lost any money to him. Okay, Gabriella, I mean, sometimes I think you're telling me the truth, and I hope you're telling me the truth now more, and your counselors more than when you first got in here. But, I mean, you tell people, you know, lies like you were related to the Queen of England, that you've swam the entire Atlantic Ocean. I mean, you just make up all sorts of weird stuff. I mean, like you're in the Guinness Book of World Records, and you know we look up what your record is. You're not in the Guinness Book of World Records. You know, I mean, you just made stuff up, anything you wanted to make up to make everybody feel that you were important. And I know you did that at first when you got here, but you haven't done it now for at least almost 3 weeks. So how are you feeling?
You know, I feel so much better since I've gotten here, like a changed person. But ever since I met Nick, I mean, true love cures the soul. Scout's honor. I mean, I feel that I can be totally myself now.
Because you met Nick and broke Brian's heart?
The heart wants what it wants. Human condition. I mean, sometimes you may think you're in the right situation, and then poof, the right person just falls into your lap in an unexpected place.
I know you, a lot of times you know, get caught in lies with your counselor for that first, you know, 10 days that you were here. You would just say anything you wanted to make the counselor think you were okay. And, you know, thank God we have a fact checker here who checks a lot of the stuff you say. I know I'm sure it comes with the family. I know your father's a mayor of the small town, and most politicians do lie to us just to get. So did you learn all this lying from your family?
Of course, it's deep rooted that that's how you get by. But ever since my counselor really instilled in me and making sure that I'm telling the truth, a planner, writing everything down, staying true to my word, because how could I hurt Nick with my lies?
Okay. So you don't think you could hurt Nick? What about Brian?
Well, Brian's a strong guy. And I mean, he's so close to Nick, he'll understand. He'll get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, now you've lied to a couple other people here as well. You lied to Alex when she tried to put some odds on some games with you about other people around here. Like she say 2-1, James is going to hit Brian today, and you'd say, you know, make up stuff saying you hit both of them already.
Yes, and I shouldn't have. It was wrong looking back on it now. But, I mean, hey, it was fun in the past, but I'm changed.
Okay. All right, let's hope so. All right, we're going to move over. Let me see. Let's go to Nick. Okay, so it's interesting, Nick, that you're right next to Gabriella. And I know you like to take a lot of things, Nick. I hope you're not stealing her heart.
Wouldn't really worry about that. I mean, look, if we're being honest, I'm not trying to steal her heart. It just was a nice side effect of everything else that I happen to be coming into contact with, acquiring. She likes things, and I'm a guy who can get things. I mean, you know.
You mean like during the holiday season when you would go around and would be like a truck marked Amazon, and then you would go and pick up the packages that were left on people's front porch and put them into Amazon trucks. So you just that's pretty bad. You're like a porch pirate.
Well, in a way, but I'm also kind of like doing Amazon returns before they do them. You know, I don't want to steal from the little guy. You can think of me like Robin Hood. You know, I'm stealing from the big guy. From you know, Jeffrey Bezos has got a lot of money. Why do I need to worry about taking a little bit of that pie? You know, and then I can distribute the love. Like Robin Hood, I can bring it back to the people who really need it. You know, I'm going into nice neighborhoods. You know,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't
In fact, you've gone into some nice neighborhoods. You've taken people's garden gnomes.
I
Okay,
know.
you're
That's what
stealing
I'm
people's
saying.
garden gnomes.
I get random crap sometimes, you know, and it's not all good, but I gotta give it out. So that's why there's rise in garden gnomes in cities. You know, you see them outside of apartment doors now. That's because of me. You think I'm not doing good things out there?
So you think that by stealing from somebody and giving to somebody else is a good thing?
Well, like Robin Hood. Everybody likes Robin Hood until he's a real guy. You know.
Yeah. Well, okay.
wear
So
tights
do you think
too,
you
know?
stole
That make you happy?
Gabriella from Brian? Because you know that
But-
they were kind of a thing for a couple days here early on.
Well, look, I'm not gonna be Robin Hood on that one. I'm not gonna go around giving Gabriella to everybody, you know, unless that's what she's into. You know, I haven't talked to her about it, but
Okay.
you know, I just want to you know, it just happened to be nice, right?
Okay.
You know, Brian, I'd like to say I'm sorry, but you know, it was real fleeting. We've only been in here for a month. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
talked like twice, right? I wouldn't even consider it like theft, you know, because you didn't like have any real connection to her, you know. Not to say you could even own a person, you know. I don't want to go down that road. It's not about me. I'm not into the whole
Okay.
trafficking thing, you know. Close, they'll get a little gnomes, right? They look like people, but they're not people. You see, they
Okay.
can talk to
Okay.
only a couple of us, right?
Okay.
You know.
All right. Does
You
this
gotta
guy
be
have a
able to
button
live.
to turn him off? Okay. Are you done? You know, because I mean,
You asked me
seriously.
a question. I'm answering your questions.
Okay. Okay. Well, look. Just give me back my coffee cup before you leave today. Okay? Would you
I
like
don't
to
know,
do
I
that?
don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It may or may not be in my pants right now, but it's probably not.
Oh my God! I'll keep the cup. Okay, let me move on. His pants. All right, James. I know that you and Brian, the beginning, would go out and have slap fights, and you
Yeah,
assaulted
man. I
me.
mean, it just kind of elevated from there. You know, he and I, that's what just happens when you take a couple of tough, strong bucks and just throw them on out there and say, get exercise or something like that. And next thing you know, it's just the gloves come off and then hand meets fist and fist meets face. And that's just the way things take off. Don't blame us, man. You're going to have all these great classes in your pamphlets for like yoga and meditation. Can't even freaking go outside because of all the snow. What do you expect us to do? Of course we're going to fight.
Well, I know you're a bouncer at a strip club, and I know that you got into a lot of tussles with guys who went a little too far with their lap dances, and you beat up quite a few men at the Pink Tickle.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's all cumulative experience that's going to, I'm going to use the springboard off of making a pro WWE career. So, you know, it's just what we call getting experience when it.
Yeah, well, what I
push
would
those
say is
shows.
you know, there's been no record of you hitting women, so I respect that of you. Although you did raise your hand once to Alex when she tried to get you in some sort of gambling thing.
Well, look, I mean, you know, she's making bets about me. How am I supposed to take that? I mean, you don't expect me just to be used as some kind of animal to be making money, do you?
Mm-hmm.
That
You
ain't
know,
me.
you know, if you keep going this direction, we're gonna have to bring you back for anger rehab because it sounds like you're just very upset about still.
Oh,
being
why? So you
married.
can jam me up like with my homeboy here, Brian? Is that what you're saying? Is that the direction you want to go down?
No. I mean, you threatened me the first day too when I told you that you were going to be in room 7.
And
you
I've
said-
gotten a lot better, don't you think?
Yeah, but you wanted Sergio's room. Sergio had a window.
Yeah, I like a room with a view. When I opened the pamphlets, there were room with views. I get to my room, no room with a view. How am I supposed to take that?
Well, that's because we're full. Normally we only have 8 people, and you're the 9th one, so we had to put you in a larger closet.
Yeah, it's like a fucking broom closet. But you know, it's been doing wonders for me. The program's been great. You know, I got my dream set. You know, I'm ready to make changes.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've sacrificed a lot to be here and to do well and to adopt your ridiculous vegan diet. I mean, I've been doing that too, and
Well, other people can eat meat. When you eat meat, you get angrier. You something about the blood in your system. So we change your diet.
I've done better with the control of that.
Yeah, after you hit your hand through our wall in the closet.
And I used the shop equipment to repair the damages, didn't I? So that you guys wouldn't have to pay for it out of pocket.
That's true.
Pretty nice. I would say you owe me a thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to move on. I hope we'll see how you do by the end of the day. All right, let's go over to Sergio. Sergio, I mean, your history of looting. You moved to California because you knew that you could loot more here because of the $950 a day rule here, Proposition 47, and you've been looting. People have said you've made over $300,000-$400,000. Finally, we finally had caught you in a Macy's in lingerie in the women's dressing room, and that they thought you were really weird when you did that. So that's when they called the police, and they said, let's just send him over to rehab because, the police don't want to write records up every day of you looting.
Listen. I happen to be a victim of the circumstances, all right? I was running a legitimate business. As a matter of fact, I even did a few jobs with Nick. But, it's the lingerie thing. I was shopping for my girlfriend. That was uncoincidental. But let me tell you, I have never done anything selfish a day in my life. I was even, like I said, a part of that little, the things we're all named Mary, the little group. We did the things. What was it again? He mentioned it. It was like the hood guys. We wore tights. But listen, I apologize. I have been nothing but a delight, and I am better now. I can truly say these 30 days they changed me. I've seen ducks.
Day one, you weren't too good because you tried to go into everybody's room and see what you could steal. Thank God the security guard caught you before you did that. But then we caught you in the kitchen going into the upper cabinet, trying to steal, some of our supplements.
Okay. The room thing. I was in a dark place. And they say that thing about hurt people looking into other people's rooms to see what they have because the grass was like green or something. That thing, and I wanted to experience that, and I think I did. And now that I have, I realize, what I have is what I need. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Sergio. Let me close out here with Alex before I let you guys have the rest of the day to talk with each other. So Alex, I know that, you were going to, college campuses and betting with all the high school and college students. Because you figured you could prey on them. A lot of them, you went to all the rich schools, the Ivy League schools, and began to do these slow gambling things to make them think they could. Next thing they know, they've lost their cars. They've lost, their dorms sometimes, where you'd sleep in their dorm for a week and tell them they had to go find a place to sleep. When it's illegal on the college campus for you to do that. You took clothing from them, like high-end clothing, money, of course, jewelry, rings. Yeah. How do you feel now?
I have to just be honest. What am I if not honest? This has really been a rewarding experience for me. I was in a really dark place, and I think that, I used gambling was my weakness to kind of dig myself out of that hole, when in reality it was just putting me further down there. This has been such a great experience for me being here at rehab. So I think, my gift when it came, especially with cards, was being able to read the opponent more than the card, and I was good at it. But now I've taken that gift into building relationships, especially, and reading the people here who really become my friends. So
Look, speaking of relationships, I mean, the reason you're here wasn't because of the college things. It's when you went back to your parents' house and you tried to get them to gamble away their house and, on some sort of a bet for a trip for you. And they caught on to that and they said, they called the therapist and the therapist has sent you here. So you think you're getting better?
Oh, without a doubt, am I getting better? I haven't even thought of numbers. You took those away, especially, I'm happy you etched them out of the books I read, gets rid of temptation. I haven't even used the BET word, as I've been saying. I haven't been able to say the word since I first came here. And I had stated that I would be the only person to accomplish this goal of getting help, getting better, bettering myself within 30 days. So,
okay. Well, we hope you do, and we hope we'll be able to send you back to your parents' house, and they'll be proud of you and keep you off those college campuses. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys have some free time together. Brian, if you want to go into room 12, and who you can have up to 2-3 other people with you, whoever you want with you.
I'm going to start with James. Oh,
that should be interesting. Okay, I'm going to go talk to your counselors on the phone, so I'll see you guys in a little. I'm going to put you in a secure room. No one can hear what you're saying. Take care.
Oh, can you believe he just went in there and blasted all of our shit like that?
Yeah. This is what it's all been boiling down to, brother. This is what it's all coming down to. It's down to the wire. The very, very wire. I mean, you can feel it in my chest. It's gonna come out. It's gonna explode, and I can see it in you too.
Yeah.
Don't let them change you, man.
No, never.
No.
Especially not after that. After that, I'm.
You can't let them you just can't let them boil you down like that. You can't let them humiliate you. You can't let them degrade you. You know what you got to do? You got to take control back from them. Because they've been putting us in these programs, stripping away our individuality, telling us we're no good, putting a finger in our face and telling you that you're no good.
It's goddamn right.
What does that accomplish, man? Nothing.
You
got to get your woman back. That's the first thing you got.
Goddamn right.
You can't let this Nick guy just walk all over you.
That's right. And you know what? I'm not going to let him, because you know what? Nick, why don't you get in here? Nick, get in here.
What?
We got to figure this shit out. All right?
What the hell we got to figure out?
You're taking my lady, man. All right? I had her for the first 10 days. And then I don't know what the hell you did, but you did your...
He was working his way up to ask for a real fucking date. You know, he that's how he gets his confidence up. You know, I've seen the way he fights. When you see somebody who fights, they're telling you also something about how they approach women in life. Okay? Now, Brian didn't exactly hit the hardest at first, but over time, man, he knows how to wear you down.
I've got the technique.
And that's what he was approaching, and then you had to come on in and fuck it up.
Yeah.
Honestly, so sorry I've been here and just talked to somebody, and she happened to like me more than you. God forbid that somebody else has a say in this fucking matter.
You think she likes you? Are you fucking kidding me? She's using you.
Well, fucking fine. Let her use me. You think I don't use people all the fucking time?
What? You and the Grand Garden Gnome conspiracy?
Hey.
Why don't you take one of those garden gnomes and shove it up your ass?
There you go, Brian.
Look, if it means so much to you, why don't you just fucking ask her out? We're not, dating officially. I've hung out with her for, what you said you fucking hung out with her for 10 days, then I fucking hung out with her for, what, 18,
20,
19, 20, whatever. What the fuck ever. Go
I've
ask
been counting them on my wall.
Let her decide. Let her say yes or no right to your fucking face. And you better not blow up because that's what you're fucking in here for, right? You're in here to not like lose your temper? Is that why you're in here talking to assault and battery guy? Hey, James, what's up? Please don't beat me up. You could easily beat me up. Look at you. You're like fucking 6'4", like 250 pounds of muscle. I don't want to fuck with you. But seriously, what? I feel, did you bring me in here to try and scare me into something? Because, look, just give me your wallets now so I don't have to fucking try and take them later, right? It'll save me the time, and then I can leave, you know?
Amelia, room 11. Amelia, room 11. Ask whoever you'd like to go into your secure room.
I'd like to see the and Andrea. Andrea's what I'd like to see.
Amelia.
Hey, so
Quack, 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 quack.
quack to you too.
Oh, I have a soft spot for you.
Right. And listen, I have an interesting business proposition for you.
Oh, great. So start like with your social security number so that I can.
Not that kind of business proposition. In the sense of.
Yeah, but I need like your address first so that I can take better notes.
I mean, you're welcome to join the community of the ducklings, which is, what's what we call ourselves. You're welcome to join us, and then you can live in our communal space together with us. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so we can look. I'll get you the details about that very, very soon. I wanted to, because you have this way.
Yeah, which way?
Getting in people's brains, and I just wanted to know, because I'm here to spread the word. I'm here so more people can connect with the pure, unadulterated love that one feels when one is worshiping the duckling, right? I want more people to join our community, because listen, life is short, so you may as well make your time here count. And you know what's going to make it count?
What?
Ducks. Because ducks are an excellent metaphor for life.
I agree. So you know what? So here's my check. Mm-hmm. Here's my check. This is my deposit for joining your. Just I realize like it's double the amount. So if you can just Venmo me with the difference, because I made a mistake. So this is for you. You can Venmo the difference right now, and
you're very, very sweet.
And the people.
We're actually a non-profit collective of duck worshippers. But you know what? I think we can use that instead, and you can get us more idols like this.
Yeah, sure. You can use that money for sure.
But like you hear what I'm saying? I'm thinking like.
So if you get
the free samples at Costco kind of thing, just kind of give people a little taste, maybe a little, and if they like it and they want to join our collective, then you know what I mean? Great. Kind of that kind of situation. And I know that you know who to talk to.
Andrew, room 8, room 8, whoever you'd like to bring into the room.
Yeah, could I get both Sergio and James in here?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey. So I wanted to talk to both of you. James, I know there's only 1 day left here. I'm really excited to get out, but I have a room with a window, and I know you really like that. So I was thinking, you and Sergio could do me a favor. If I gave you my room for today after we get out of here, maybe Sergio, you could, because I know you like looting things. I was thinking maybe you could loot me some, LSD or something, and James could act as your security, and I could offer up my room in exchange for that.
I'm a man of charity, but it seems like I'm not really getting anything out of this. What's in it for me?
No. I'll get you whatever you want. If you steal like 2 pounds of cocaine, I can have 1 pound. You can have 1 pound, or
I actually, no,
split it.
no, no. I don't want the rum. I don't want the rum.
Oh, you don't want the room? Why?
I'll tell
What's
you what I
wrong with
do
it?
want.
I mean, I have a window, man. No,
I
I
got a guy. I got a friend who's having a couple of lady troubles. He could use a really good bottle of wine to romance his woman.
Okay.
With. You do
I'll do
that
you.
for me. I'll watch his
I'll do
ass.
you both a favor. I know a guy that knows a guy that can kind of get here by the end of the night and get both your products. The only thing I would require is a favor at a later date. It's nothing big. Just a favor for a favor. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
whatever you want, man. Whatever you want.
And James, I'll gladly have you protect me any day. So for you, as long as you do your side of the deal, I'll get you that little wine. I don't mind. I'm just gonna need some time and maybe a distraction or something because I can't get this stuff in without Scub catching me. We're gonna need him a little bit distracted so I can get my guy that knows that something fell off a truck to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gabriella, room 5. Gabriella, room 5. Whoever you'd like to invite into the room with you.
Brian. I know what you're going to say. I've missed you so much during these past 20 days. You could not imagine how awful it has been with him. It's only made me miss you more.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes, of course I'm telling the truth. He's insufferable.
Yeah, well, you got that. Yeah, you got that right.
He looks at every other girl, and I am so over it. I'm done. I want someone who's going to treat me the way I should be treated, and that's you. And I have a plan.
I'm all ears.
He gave me a necklace. And we're all walking out of here tomorrow, charging through the snow.
Yeah.
But after all that he put me through, I don't think he should. If we can get him caught with this, maybe he can't leave.
Ooh. I like that. Take him down.
But I don't know if you can. Exactly. Take him down. And I'm a liar. Spy couldn't lie to you. So we need to keep him distracted and figure out who's going to find this and pin it on him. Maybe convince him to give it to me in a grand gesture way, in a room with everybody or something. But maybe I was thinking, if we talk to Amelia and tell her that he's really interested in the cult, the quack thing.
In the duck.
Keep him distracted in the room with her. She talks forever and she's cute. And he looks at every girl besides me.
I see where you're going. Yeah, I like this. This has potential.
You can only do it. You can only do it if you want to be with me.
Yeah, of course.
Alex, room 5. Alex, room 5.
Amelia, what are you up to?
Hi, not much. I'm just, I'm doing my afternoon offering to the duck. So I lit my candle and now we're doing a little altar for her and she's doing great. So,
when you start speaking about the duck, it actually really reminded me just of the song of my childhood. Like the one from Sesame Street. You know what I'm talking about?
When a duck walks up to, is that the one?
That's close, but like Robert Ducky, you're the one.
That's our, you know what? It's our national anthem.
I knew it. And you know what? I was actually overhearing some other people. Me, I don't like to name names, but people were saying that you were losing your faith in the duck.
I could never. The duck has gifted me with knowledge beyond this universe, and I will spend the rest of my life repaying it.
Yeah. I mean, even if you just had to be here, like at this resort for...
Which is like, I don't think
how long do you have? Years? Like, you can keep it here. You can turn this resort just into a sanctuary for the duck.
Oh my God.
And
I love that because they tore down my other duck house. Did you hear about that? I think it was on like local news. Nothing huge, but they tore down the collective, like our collective, had a house that was shaped like a rubber duck, you know, just because any idol or iconography or any kind of, you know, thing that we can worship to represent the duck,
Yeah.
it strengthens our faith, right? So we made our house duck shaped. And some freaking loser lunatic tried to loot it or something, and they tore it down. And then when this person got caught, they were like, "Oh no, but it's like blah blah blah," and then they made the city tear the rest of it down.
You know, I actually remember now who was saying all of this.
Who?
It was James. You know, he said that you were going to lose your faith. So if I were you, you know, if I were to put money on it, like I would definitely go up and do it. Like the odds are totally in your favor. Like,
what should I do?
Go up and confront him about this?
Maybe, but the Duck Collective is just we're nonviolent, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, but he's really saying these things, and you know, I took offense to it because like of our relationship. You know, like I stand up for my friends. But yeah, like I'd slap him across the face if you have to. I'm sure he won't, you know, react.
You know who will slap him across the face?
Who?
Someone he has had long-standing battles with. If I rile him up, then I'm not actually committing any violence. And then
I think if we got like Brian, James, Nick, throw him into the room.
Maybe Nick, because he's emotionally vulnerable at this point, dating that girl or something, right?
I mean, you know, she's
high emotions. But listen, I don't know.
Nick and Gabriella, room 3.
Oh my God, Nick, you would not believe all the things that Brian said in that room. My God, it just makes me want you more. He's such a loser. Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, he doesn't really seem like, I mean, maybe he got a little bit out of this. I don't know. I wouldn't really say that he did, though. He seemed like a kind of an angry guy.
I know. It was so weird. I was trying to apologize to him and tell him that we're going to be together. And then he said that he was just going to beat you up or something. It was so weird.
Wait, you were apologizing to him and saying you wanted to be with him?
No, I was saying that I was so sorry that it didn't work out. You know, it's the last day. I don't want to end on bad terms, but he said that he could just take you.
Oh, he wants to take me? I already told him I don't want to fight. He's got the big guy on his side. Oh, my God. Like, look, I'm not here to try and defend anyone's honor. I'm just trying to get out of this fucking place, you know? Oh,
I don't know. Man. That's what he said. That's what James said.
He's trying to fight.
I just thought you were stronger than that. I don't know. God. I thought the guy I was with would be a little stronger than that.
We thought I was stronger than that? Have you seen the big guy?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Sergio and Andrea, room 2.
So
Andrea.
Yeah, it works like this. So I know it's bear with me. It's easy.
I love the business proposition. You go for it.
I buy your debt. Okay, I'm gonna pay your debt for everything you looted like over the years. It's about like more or less. You told me $50,000, right? Okay.
The IRS, man.
You pay up front 20% to me, and I take care of your debt.
All right. Now, walk me through the process again.
Yeah. So
the debt part. How does that go to the IRS after?
Oh, that's don't worry about that. That's I've done this before many times.
Andrea, you remind me of this person I once knew. He came to our business one day, and then he was like, "I can double your money in a day." And then it's funny, some weird accident happened, and then he lost his legs. It's weird.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that happens. Like, but yeah.
It was weird. It was right after he told me how he lost my money.
Oh, okay. So
this debt relief plan of yours, it's gonna work out.
I mean, okay. It's Brian, can you?
What's up, Andrea?
No. So this is your update. Diet Coke, no more Diet Pepsi. That's great. Can you please, like, I'm fixing the thing with Gabriella. Can you help me out with Sergio? Like, it was Like
Brian, he was telling me about this amazing RS tax relief plan, and he's promising to help me out without any loss. Otherwise, he's willing to take a loss himself.
You're not, Sergio. You're not an idiot, right? I assume you're not
I
an
would
idiot.
happen to think that I have a great education. From what I can learn, I'm a solid.
he's
You
smart.
know what this guy's in here for, right?
He just has a trustworthy face.
Yeah, I know that. Did you see that? How when I walked in the room, he immediately tried to get me on Diet Coke instead of Diet Pepsi.
Brian, you asked me for this, Brian. I
Shut
called you
up.
to help me out. I mean, what is this? I called you because
Andrea,
I'm
is
seeing
this
right through
true?
your bluff, asshole.
You're breaking my heart.
Andrew and Alex, room 6.
Andrew,
Hey,
how are
Alex.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I've got my plan together for when I'm gonna get out of here. I wanna see if you wanna put some money down on it, whether it's all gonna come through.
So what's the score? What's going on?
Yeah. So Sergio, he says he knows people who can get me drugs. And James,
Okay.
he's very muscly, so he's gonna act as security. And I was gonna bet you 100 to 1, really good odds for you that we can't pull it off. It's really good odds for you, and
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you'll be able to pull it off, so that actually works in my favor. By the way, I'm sorry, I wore my Bacardi shirt. I know that's a sensitive topic.
yeah, it's kind of a trigger for
No,
me.
We've
Me and my therapist Jeanette have talked about that, but it's I don't want the alcohol as much as I want the drugs, from
not even drugs, but have you seen, like, just because I'm someone who really enjoys putting salt on my food, I don't know if you are as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything crystallized. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I keep some in my room. I don't know if you need some. No, I shouldn't even say. I mean, hey, I won't even.
Yeah.
You've been
salt. It could get me. It could get me through the day. It could get me through the day, and then this whole plan is gonna go down the next day.
James and
you
Gabriella,
might be
room
winning some money.
7. James and Gabriella, room 7.
How are you, buddy?
Heard from Brian?
Yeah, we talked. What did he tell you?
Well, I mean, he tells me he loves you every day, and that he wants to talk to you. He wants to make a change. He told me that the first 10 days were the best of his rehab time here, and that it kills him. It hits him harder than any hook I could ever deliver to his face, and that's really saying something. The guy's got serious feelings for you. And Nick, what are you doing with Nick? I mean,
he cares about me so much, but what do you think I should do then? How would I get rid of Nick then?
Well,
get him caught stealing something?
No. What I wanted was actually Andrea. Where's Andrea?
Oh,
there he is.
Guys, Gabriella, your wedding is almost ready. It's gonna be in
My
Paris.
wedding?
Yeah.
Andrea, it's day 30. Where is the ring? Not the wedding ring. The ring, as in we were supposed to put a WWE official size wrestling ring in the common ring, so that Andrea, so that Andrew could put the smackdown on Nick.
Yeah. That's gonna be my favorite part. It's gonna happen tonight.
Well, it's day 30. Where the fuck is the ring?
The ring is it's right outside. It's snowing. It's snowing, so it's a little late.
It can't be an outdoor event. What are you, out of your fucking mind?
You gotta trust me. So, Gabriella, I fixed the problem with Brian. So if you pay me up front for organizing your wedding with Nick, and you add a 20% tip for Brian, he's gonna be okay with everything, and everything is fixed. Am I a genius or not? So
You are so
serious, and then doesn't make any sense. So
I actually
right now, and everything is okay.
I actually don't mind this idea of an outdoor fight.
Sergio, Amelia, and Nick, room 11. Sergio, Amelia, and Nick, room 11.
Hello. How are you? It's all I want.
Nah, I appreciate that. I love the little guys. I see them at the park. I throw the breadcrumbs at them. They quack, they waddle. They're adorable.
You see, but you think they're adorable. Some people are just like one. Did I tell you the story about how our house was looted and then the city had to tear the rest of it down?
Somebody remind me of the details.
It was like offensive or whatever because it like infringed on religious freedoms or something. But this is not that it's my religion, but it's spiritually what I believe, So I don't understand why a person would be offended. And it's a cute little rubber duck. I mean, look at it. But no, somebody went and looted the place, and then because it, no longer fit the code, the city had to tear the rest of it down.
Where was this place?
It was that giant house shaped like a duck at the corner of 43rd Street.
Nick, where were we? Did we ever see a duck?
I mean, we've seen so many buildings at the times that we've gone out together. It's hard to say if any of them were duck-shaped, except for...
I remember a penguin or something. It was kind of tall.
It might have been
wings.
Kind of bird.
Yeah.
It's not there anymore, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, I got torn down because of some, construction thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
Wait a second.
All women, room 10. All women, room 10.
Hey, ladies.
Hi. Oh my God, finally girls' night. Finally a time for ourselves.
Finally. Am I right? Okay, like Gabriella, I have to kind of hear about what's going on with these guys. Like Amelia, can you believe all this?
I can't, honestly. Some of these dudes are driving me nuts. I'm like, I can't tell who's doing what anymore, who's telling the truth about anything. And I'm pretty sure that Sergio is the one who looted my house. But anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the odds are pretty high, like if you want to put money on that. But
anyway, hon, how can we help you folks? I know that you're having some boy troubles at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, I bet those two guys are gonna, by the time, the day is out.
Look, and that's what I need help with. Honestly, I just want to see him fight. That's it. This place has been so boring.
James has been bad-mouthing me, so I want to see him fight too.
Well, I
can put. I think I have my own line.
Like, what are you guys thinking? Like, someone mentioned like a WWE ring. I mean, personally, on that,
they're never gonna let that happen. Come on.
What?
Well, I mean, just go like a bare knuckle brawl out in the parking lot. That's kind of
go out in the snow. Yeah.
Do you have more candles? Do you have more ducks? Can't we just
everything I'll ever do is worship the ducks. So I have plenty of candles, loads more ducks, and as many offerings as you can think of.
All men, room 9. All men, room 9.
Oh, Brian. So first fight is gonna be you and Nick tonight in the ring. The ring arrived. Okay, James. The ring arrived.
Oh. Wait, just us?
It's looking good.
You want the first fight to be me and Nick? That should be like the big finale fight. Are you kidding me? Like, put Sergio and Andrew up first. Those two don't know shit.
I happen to be a pacifist.
The main event is going
I know so much about fighting, man.
The main
so
event
much.
is going to be me versus all of your therapists.
No, that's
an idea.
Yeah.
You know what?
We're going to have
that's the match I want to see.
all of those people who put you through bullshit mind games and tried to twist you and tried to change you and tried to make you something that you're not. We're gonna take them and we're gonna grab them by their dreams by the balls and we're gonna crush them. And I will be the instrument of that destruction.
That is. That sounds amazing.
My WWE debut and my gift to all of you.
Okay.
I will no longer be James. I will be King James, the Northeast Beast, the master of Megadeth, and the crusher of therapists.
Yeah,
that, I want to see my homeboy,
everybody can
Brian.
please come back into the main
Put
room.
the hurt on Nick.
I'm coming back in right now. All right. So it's our last day. I was able to get a hold of all your counselors, and we've decided to make arrangements for each one of you. Make sure your mute's on so we don't hear you moving right now. Thank you. Okay, so let's just go around the room. Brian, your counselor says that you've certainly improved. I haven't seen too much anger lately. So we're going to put you on, we're going to send you back to college, and we're going to put you on the USC debate team as one of the debaters. You'll be considered the angry debater. Okay, so that way you can let your anger be out in a positive way, because you're going to have to research the debates. Okay, let's go down to Sergio the Looter. Sergio, we've talked to the authorities here in California, and you might want to give her duck back, okay? That's one last duck. He just took your duck, Amelia.
Never seen a duck a day in my life.
Okay. All right, look. We're going to make you go to each one of the stores that you looted, and you're going to have to restack everything you looted. So we figure that's going to be probably about 5 years, okay? And you're going to have to live on unemployment, all right? So that's what food stamps and unemployment. The government will do that, but you have to go to each one of the stores, and we counted over 1,000 stores up and down California. So that's a full-time job to restack, okay? And there's cameras on, so you won't be able to loot again. All right. Let's go over now to Andrea. Andrea, we're going to put you in the fraud division of the federal government, where you're going to call the Nigerians and scam them out of their money instead of them scamming us out of ours. So you're going to reverse scam, okay? Because we think you're very good at that. So the government wants to hire you.
Thank you. I'm honored. Like I can do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over to Andrew. We know that you've had a serious alcohol and drug thing going on. So what we've decided to do is we're going to let you go work at a medical marijuana store. You'll be selling medical marijuana, and they also have, concentrates and stuff like that. But they have cameras on you, so you can't take anything, because if you take anything, then you're going to be put in the medical marijuana jail. I don't know if you knew that, but each one of those places have little jails where they put you in 4 walls that are padded, and then you can just slam your head into them. So hopefully you won't be stealing anything.
Yeah, that's not the good stuff anyway.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Gabriella, since you're such a good liar, we've decided to make you a defense lawyer, because they lie all the time to get their clients off. I mean, look what happened with O.J. Simpson. So we definitely want you to become a defense lawyer. So we're going to pay to have you sent back to law school, so you can learn how to be a good defense lawyer. And then maybe we'll let you run for office, because I know your father was a mayor, and you have to keep that lying politician thing going. Okay, Nick, a kleptomaniac. Okay, Nick, what we're going to have you do is we're going to decide to have you do reverse kleptomania. So actually what you're going to be doing now is you're going to go to the Amazon warehouse, and you're going to be the delivery guy who actually hand delivers the packages to people, and there'll be video cameras on you, and there's Ring cameras. We're only going to send you to Ring camera stuff, so you're going to actually have to give them the package, and so that way. So you're going to be an Amazon delivery guy. Thank you, Nick, okay? Let's go to James, assault and battery. Will your dreams come true? We are going to put you in MFA fighting. Conor McGregor is going to be your first fight, okay? We figure he can probably beat the shit out of you and teach you a lesson. So that's what you're going to do. Yeah. So you're going to be going in, and that's going to be your first fight. We want you to start off strong, so he'll give you a good whipping. Okay, and if that doesn't work out, then you're going to have to fight Shaquille O'Neal in the crypto arena out here, and it will be a very small ring, like 3x3. Okay, so you'll barely just be able to fit in there. All right, let's go down to Alex, the gambling thing. Okay, so what we're going to make you is we're going to get you a dealer job up in Vegas at Caesars. You'll be a card dealer, since I know that you did some card problems. Well, you know, they have cameras on you, so you won't be able to do any cheating. How can you cheat when you're the one paying out people, and you're not going to cheat for the company because, you know, they already cheat us. And so, you know, it's a perfect job for you. But remember, they'll be looking at cameras of you the whole time. Okay, so you're going to be a card dealer at Caesars. Our bus is going to come pick all of you up tomorrow and drop you off to your specific facilities. Let's go now with Amelia. Okay, Amelia, we're going to send you to go work at Chuck E. Cheese. You're going to work in the duck pit. You know how they have the ball pits? You're just going to have a complete duck pit. I know you're completely frozen, and now you're moving. Maybe you were shocked when I said that. So, yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, you're going to be working at Chuck E. Cheese in the duck pit. You know how they have the ball pit? Well, they have actually now duck pits. And you'll be the one watching the kids jump into the duck pit. And then you have to spray it down and clean the ducks every day with Lysol. And you're going to have to, you know, there's a lot of kids' pee that goes into the ducks too. So it's going to be a little dirty job for you. But, you know, I know you don't have any place to live anymore, so we're going to let you sleep in the duck ball pit. Okay? All right. So we're going to have our dinner. Since we don't have anybody here, we're going to have SpaghettiOs. I got a bunch of cans of SpaghettiOs. I'll give everybody that except for our vegan eater. We're just going to give you some sprouts. Okay, and I was able to get some lawn clippings. All right, well, this has been our rehab center, our debut of our long-form game, and thank you all for watching at home. All right, wave goodbye to everybody, but first, let's introduce our cast. It's Brian. Hey, Brian.
Bye, everybody. Don't forget, Nick, I'm coming for you still.
And Sergio, first show, good job.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Andrea.
Thank you for joining. It wasn't free. You should pay up front, like the subscription. Just last word. Thank you.
Good to the end. Andrew, who'll probably go have a drink as soon as he gets offline.
Hey, glad you could join us. It was such a fun one. Hope you enjoyed it.
Gabriella, her first show, and she's going to lie about it now.
Thank you so much for watching. This was so much fun.
See, that was a lie. I told you that. Nick. It's late on the East Coast. Also on the East Coast, James.
Connor, you're fucked.
Alex will steal your money.
Personally, I think I'm the only one that should have finished. So I should, you know, technically get my money, but it is what it is. And thanks for watching.
And Amelia.
Thank you all so much, and welcome to the siblinghood of the duck.
Well, you know, next month, 4 weeks from now, we're going to be coming back, unless these guys want to not work on the Super Bowl. We'll talk to them about that. So it'll be 4 weeks or 5 weeks based on that, and we're going to come back and do divorce court. Divorce court. So we have a whole new, very soap opera-ish thing with the whole divorce court. So wave goodbye, everybody. We'll see you guys in 4 to 5 weeks. Go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy on YouTube. You can see so many different shows, almost 400 now.